Hello and welcome to ISTV News. The top stories at first. Water scarcity begins to hit people real hard. Government yet to chalk out contingency action plan to face what seems imminent to become a crisis soon. Let's look at the big story now. Like last year and the past years before that, this year too, water scarcity has begun to hit the people of Manipur real hard. But on part of the state government, no contingency action plan has been chalked out so far. Meanwhile, the season for making money out of water has arrived for those who are doing business in selling water privately. They have become busier in counting liters of water and money, of course. As of now, the price of water has tremendously gone up. On the other hand, the Imphal barrage on the Iril River at Samurao has been compelled to open, causing a sudden fall in the water level. As a result, many water supply schemes that used to draw water from the Iril River have stopped supplying water. People living on both sides of the Iril River from Kangla Sangom Shang to Khetri Bengun have made preparations to start an agitation to ban drawing of water for any purpose from the river unless the department concerned takes up concrete action to supply drinking water to the people. A meeting of the Iril River Development Committee was held at the Top Youth Club at Top Dasera. When the people are facing hardships in getting drinking water, the Imphal barrage has been lifted about 15 days back, causing significant fall in the water level. As the water level has become so low, the water supply schemes cannot draw up the water from the river bed. In the meantime, as a stream of water has virtually stopped in the Iril River, the water supply scheme at Porompat has also stopped supplying drinking water to the people. Pradhan of Top Dasera Gram Panchayat, Gomti, told the ISTV News that instead of taking up a contingency plan to face the drought-like situation by the department concerned, distributing water through some water tankers will not be of any use. This will only create animosity amongst the people and make them suffer more, the Pradhan said, adding that the government must take steps to ensure that no unwanted incidents occur amongst the people because of the water scarcity.
Hariba Kamadagina, Katiman Bowder, Ladiba, Eden Nagat, Ladiba Simchita, a water supply Pangan the Vasimasi, pipeline thing with an aquay, dressing the other in Patana Kana, Masi Taksan.
As Augri Chongba, a ritual dancing program performed by Mitai community with singing Augri, a ritual hymn for prosperity, has been performed on Sajibu Nongma Panba since time immemorial in Manipur. The program was organized by the residents of Kurai Kongpal yesterday. Noted folklore singer Gose Maitai and his party performed Augri in a spectacular show. Residents of Sanjembam have threatened to launch a mass agitation against the closure of Pong Road near Jenim's Porompat. A sit-in demonstration organized by Sanjembam Apunba Nupilup Sanjembam was held at the community hall of Nongpok Sanjembam in protest against the closure of the same road today. Many placards with slogans against the closure of road were displayed by the protesters. Talking to media persons, a representative of the Loop, K.H. Binasaki, said, Pong Road is an important road which has been used by the people of Kurai AC, Lamlai AC and Ketrigao AC. The closure of this road has made a lot of hardships to the people of these assembly constituencies, especially in going to Jenim's hospital. About 90% of the population of the 3 assembly constituencies used to travel on this road. The recent recognition of Jenim's by the MCI is a matter of pride. However, closure of the road is highly commendable, she added. She drew the attention of the Chief Minister to look into the matter and reopen the road at the earliest. If the government fails to fulfill the demand, the people of the 3 assembly constituencies will launch an intense agitation, she warned.
Tasena Sugumbasi Hospital Malegadi, Akoibeda, Lady Bana Basindu, Tasena Arapada Mapamda Sapa Sunday Impal West Side Tobaldagi Dims to Propagi Pimamda Inak Nagna Hospital Simina Una Sum Laptop to Sat Monga Amasum Leraba Aduna Queen Makatana Quigi Hariba population seeing Birega on Erevan Siemna had Atuba Matanganunga Hariba get a sea Harpiduna Kudung Zabasi PBU Haina Quena Hajeri Masida Karigumba Hajeri Basida Tabida Batolabadi Makata Bakunjang Sanchina Bidum Daiquena Sem Sajare.
Now, some national and international news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today dismissed the misinformation campaign carried out by opposition parties on land acquisition bill. Addressing farmers through Man Ki Baat on All India Radio, the Prime Minister assured them that the bill has been brought keeping the welfare of farmers, their families and villages in mind. He criticized the misinformation campaign launched by opposition as a conspiracy to keep farmers poor and backward. He said, all the pro-farmer provisions of the 2013 Act have been retained in toto in the new bill. The Prime Minister said the UPA government had passed the 2013 legislation in haste and it had many flaws, and the NDA government has tried to rectify the shortcomings. He said the government has brought 13 legislations under the purview of Land Acquisition Bill, which were exempted in the previous law. The farmers were to get compensation at all rates in case their lands were acquired under old provisions, but the new bill provides full compensation in this regard. The Prime Minister said that the new law will ensure that farmers get full compensation for their land. The centre has said that the recent 2-year increase in the age limit of 54 years for induction into IAS and IPS from state civil services will be applicable from this year onwards. The Department of Personnel and Training (DOPT) had on Tuesday notified new rules raising the age limit for the 3 All India services: Indian Administrative Service (IAS), Indian Police Service (IPS) and Indian Forest Service (IFS). The DOPT has clarified in an order that the amendments are applicable for select list of 2015, that is vacancies arising between January and December this year and onwards. The new rules will not be applicable for select list of previous years. For select list up to 2014, the upper age limit for induction into IAS, IPS and IFS from state civil services and non-state civil services will be 54 years. As per the rules, a Union Public Service Commission (UPSC) committee is responsible for making selection to IAS, IPS and IFS from state services. As many as 54 Indian fishermen have been arrested by the Sri Lankan Navy for allegedly poaching in Indians' water off the coast of Kankesanturai and Talaimanar in the north. Sri Lankan Naval spokesman Commander Indika Silva said that 21 fishermen were arrested and 5 boats were seized at Kankesanturai, while the rest of them on another 5 boats were arrested at Talaimanar on Saturday night. They were being brought to respective fisheries inspection offices for further action, Silva said. The arrest came ahead of announcement of the dates for the direct fisher community talks between India and Sri Lanka. The U.S. Defense Department says it is investigating an online threat allegedly made by Islamic State (IS) to about 100 of its military personnel. A list of names and addresses was posted on a website linked to the group alongside a call for them to be killed. The group said it obtained the information by hacking servers and databases, but U.S. officials said most of the data was in the public domain. A U.S. security source told the BBC that those on the list were being contacted. The group, which called itself the Islamic State Hacking Division, said the personnel named had participated in U.S. missions against IS. It urged its supporters in the U.S. to take the final step and deal with those named. The top stories once again. Water scarcity begins to hit people real hard. Government yet to chalk out contingency action plan to face what seems imminent to become a crisis soon. That's all for now. Have a good day.